That was pretty good synchrony. That was a good crack.
Wasn't bad. I'm interested in how that one has been at.
It's not bad. Last time I drank it, I was smoking a cigarette in a hotel room.
Nice. Nice. I got a couple cans of it. Super interesting. Oh, baby.
It tastes great. Oh, my God.
Cheers.
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 New glass, Paul. You were jealous of mine, so you're like, I'm fucking getting it this time.
Yeah, I'm flexing with this thing. Yeah, he said it was took him 6 months to get, and the only 8-sided glass on the market.
I like how that one's taller too, because mine doesn't hold very much. It's probably like a 10 ounce.
Yeah, it's a 10 ounce.
Oh, that one is too?
Yeah.
It doesn't hold the whole can.
That's nice.
No.
Wait, that's the new one they just released?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like taller in the photos. So they just redid it.
Different. Yeah, no, I think it's about the same. I think so probably, what do you think? It's probably close to 10.
Yeah, a little more than half of the can.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah, it's nice.
What'd you pour in it?
I poured a Power Beyond Control. This one's by Fidens. Shocking. 10 ounces or 10%. Get this party started. And it's got Simcoe, Mosaic, and Citra hops. I love this one. It's really good.
It was really good, yeah.
That's a nice one.
This one's great. Thanks, Jimmy. You're the man, brother.
Drinking a smoothie from Mortalis. This one's called Demihydra. And it's just 5%, a little lighter than usual. And this one has raspberry, strawberry, banana, and marshmallows. But what it lacks in ABV, it does not lack in flavor. It's very, very fruity and delicious.
Nice.
That sounds really good.
It is very good.
I'm representing Colorado breweries tonight. So I got one from Outer Range. It's called Colorado Cuckoo. And it's New England IPA. It's got Nelson, Mosaic, Cryo, and Cahuto.
Very nice.
What's a can look like?
That's great.
You have cool can art.
Yeah, it's not that cool, but
Minimalist.
yeah.
What is it? Trees?
Yeah, like trees and mountains and shit.
Yeah, that's their...
It's very Colorado.
Aesthetic.
Is that a pretty good brewery, David?
Yeah, it's probably one of the best in Colorado, I think.
Yeah, they're in Frisco. I went there one time with Jimmy Geekus.
Nice.
Yeah, spent a weekend there one night.
Yeah, Kane sent me a couple cans out, and I thought that they were great.
Nice.
A few years back. Really good.
What are you drinking, Bellino?
I'm drinking from Gigantic, which is a local brewery. It's actually down near Reed College, which is close by my house. And this is a stout. It's a Tierno stout. So it's based upon Mexican hot chocolate.
Oh.
And it's kind of good. It's a chocolate stout with vanilla, cinnamon, and a blend of chili. So it's a little, just a small kick on the back end, which is good. And kind of like,
Nice.
That's great.
first time I've had, it's actually pretty good. I'm not a huge, it's only 7.2. I'm usually a bigger stout guy. I want something which is more higher ABV, thicker body, but this is pretty good so far.
Very nice.
Cool. So I've got another DDH Ghost in the Machine from Parish Brewing.
Yeah, baby.
It's the last one, but this was a nice batch. It kind of mellowed out as they sat in the fridge for a few weeks.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was a great batch.
I enjoyed one of those with Paul.
Yeah.
I don't remember where they're out of, like Broussard.
Yeah, Broussard,
Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we got the newest concoction from them on the way.
Oh,
Should
the
be good.
X.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, got good reviews. Should be landing next week probably at your place.
Oh,
Who
cool.
knows what the holidays, but
Nice. Yeah, I'm stoked to try that one.
what's
Their
our
stuff sells out pretty fast.
lady drinking tonight?
So I went festive, and they had something at our local liquor store, which is a really nice liquor store, and I'm thankful they carry this kind of stuff. It's from 450 North Brewing. It's called Sandy Claus. I figured I'd be festive. It's a smoothie style sour ale with eggnog, cream, cinnamon, and almonds. And it's
Oh.
actually pretty good. I had a little fear. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I open this and it just tastes like complete crap because I haven't had a chance to try them yet. But I am actually very pleasantly surprised. And it's nice and creamy, and
That looks good.
'tis the season.
Nice.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
pretty good. It's only 5.3, so, you know.
Nice.
Sweet. Well, David's here tonight. How's life been?
I like
David?
how he's not like disagreeing with you.
Oh, he-
Yeah, it's totally.
You gave
Whatever.
him a script too, right? Jennifer was pretty nervous, like about how you were gonna mess up her reputation, maybe if you came on here.
Yeah, she keeps mentioning that. It's like, the fuck.
Notes, flashcards.
She's like, don't curse. Like, you gotta be on your best behavior.
I didn't say curse.
Fuck that.
I didn't say that.
That's some bullshit.
Fucking liar. Whatever.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
What have you been up to,
Yeah.
David?
What's that?
What have you been up to?
We just got back to Colorado after being in Death Valley for a month.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
How'd you like Death Valley for your first time?
It was good, you know. It was our first workshop there, you know, trick the clients into thinking we've been there before. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was all good.
that's a good card to play.
Nice.
No, it was a good trip, man.
What else are you guys gonna do this winter?
We just got Yellowstone at the end of January, doing a trip out there with the 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'll be killer. It's always a fun time. Love going up to Yellowstone.
Yeah, that ebook you put out that we shared was pretty insane.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was just such a killer trip. We had such amazing conditions. We got super lucky, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Super fucking lucky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer's
We just
photos are
warned. Well, I haven't even released any. I think I've only done like the wolf one. And yeah, I'm always like a year and a half behind. So it's coming soon though. End of January, hopefully. But
Nice.
yeah.
Did you guys go
I know.
last year or did you skip it?
Mhm.
Have you gone every
Yeah,
year
we-
for a while now?
Yeah. For the last I guess,
3.
3 years.
Oh,
And we
okay.
Yeah.
did one a few years before that.
Mhm.
Did you go on that
Last
trip?
year was our first workshop though, like of taking actual clients,
Okay.
and it went really well.
Yeah.
And so that's what this next trip is. It's a workshop again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sweet. That's cool.
Yeah.
You guys got the Aurora up there twice or once, or I'm trying to remember. You got the solar storm,
The
the
glacier,
first
too.
big one in May.
May.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think we got it 2 more times in Yellowstone and then the one in Glacier.
All right.
That's so crazy.
That glacier stuff was great.
Tapped
Oh.
into your inner Astro, bro.
I haven't even released
Go
my
back to
photos
the
from that.
roots.
Jennifer released hers like the next day.
Uh-huh. Well, I had to get ahead of him, you know. I can't let him
Yeah.
take the credit all the time.
That's good.
Yellowstone's her baby. She's got a, you know, well, I guess that was Glacier, but
Yeah.
yeah,
The
whatever.
Yellowstone is my baby. Yeah.
She got to beat me.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I think I have enough for another ebook. I'm just going to start working on this tomorrow. And he's like, screw you. Like, hey, snooze you lose.
You guys in Yellowstone outside of like the winter season or just mainly winter?
We've done year round, really.
Paul's never looked at your work before, so
Obviously.
No, I've seen it. I just know that like it just seems like kind of chaotic in a zoo and like in the summertime if you want to go. So I've
Yeah,
only been,
it
I've
can
only been
be.
in the winter.
For sure. But if you like get out early in the morning, avoid the crowds, it's not
Okay.
that bad.
Yeah.
It's just really fucking annoying during the day.
Yeah.
You didn't take like the snow coach though, Paul, right? Like you didn't go in there. Yeah.
No, we went through the north and just drove down to like Lamar Valley and some other places.
Yeah, it's pussy
Yeah,
shit.
that should be cool though.
Yeah. I mean, we do a workshop there in September, and it's usually not too bad. Although last time we were talking to some of our acquaintances in town, they were saying like September is the new July now for some reason. Like it used to be kind of quieter, but now it's like almost busier than summer.
I mean,
So
Labor
it's kinda
Day is like
crazy.
one of the most popular days I know at national parks and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we've managed it. I mean, yeah, we've been there. Gosh, I don't know. We spent like 7 weeks there
Wow.
because we were collecting info for our book that'll eventually come out someday. We're working on it this January. We're finally starting to work on it. Like a big photography guide for the park. And we had to be there like early spring. We've been there like summer, late summer, fall, and then winter. And obviously winter, I mean, I don't want to speak for David, but winter's my favorite time to go just for a multitude of reasons. But, you know, we've found ways to work around the crowds. You know, it's like a typical national park. It's, you know, the tourists come out at like 9 or 10, you know, they roll out of bed, have breakfast, then come into the park.
Right.
And then it's like right back to their hotels at like 5, 6, they like leave. So it kind of works out for photography, but yeah, it's still frustrating though, but it's not horrible.
Nice.
Well, now that we have both of you guys here, why don't you tell us your story about how you guys met? Because for people that aren't familiar with both of you, they might not know that you are a loving, amazing power photography couple. Still not married. I don't know what Jennifer still has to prove to you, but
Nope. Yeah, who wants to share that story? Do I have to? Yeah.
You're a better storyteller than I am.
you can fill in any blanks.
Yeah, essentially I'm the client that didn't leave. Yeah, I took his fall workshop and yeah, that was
You wanted access
pretty
to
much
secrets.
Yeah. She got all of them.
No, yeah. I know everyone's like, oh, did you guys have like some amazing story? It's like, no, I just took a workshop and then, yeah, that was pretty much it.
How did you guys like link up again to where you like started hanging out and then started dating from there?
I took trips out like about once a month to like visit him because I was in the process of moving to Colorado to be with my dad and like just be closer since my family had all moved west. And yeah, I started like just following around with like photographing and helped him with a few workshops. And then, yeah, just realized, you know, it was time to switch it up. And, you know, my other job wasn't as fulfilling anymore. It was super stressful. And it was just, you know, I had a big life change and a divorce and just thought, okay, yeah, no, time to do something different and actually like follow something that I really want to pursue and dive more into. So, yeah.
Where was your first kiss? I'm sure it was some national park or something.
Oh my God. I think it was Colorado. Like Uray.
Like in the aspen forest, like in the fall, with all the leaves falling down. And
No, was it No, Ridgeway? Maybe it was Ridgeway. I don't know. It's kind of blurry.
Probably Ridgeway.
Yeah,
We'll
I think
go with
Ridgeway.
that. Yeah.
You
must
really,
not have been very memorable.
you did a really good job setting this up, Anna. Like,
You like where I'm going with this?
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It was the top of CR9.
That's right. Yeah. County Road 9.
Okay.
Yeah. When you had your creepy white van. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No windows.
No, there were windows tinted.
But there's lots of
Yeah.
candy involved.
Yeah, he had to have all the windows tinted because he was like developing film in the back. You know, this is dark room.
Research.
Yeah,
It's a dark room, man.
whole dark room.
Yeah. No.
How long ago did you guys get together? Hitch, whatever.
I think we're on year 8.
Wow.
Wasn't it
Mm-hmm.
2015?
Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember this. It's just been so long. Probably, maybe.
You didn't think I was
Wasn't
asking you
2016?
about this? I feel like you would have like thought about this.
Because everyone knows. No, I mean, it's like we're like old news. We're just old photographers now. So yeah. Yeah, no, I think 8.
We'll go with
And
that.
9 next year. Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
So you guys enjoy shooting with each other? Jennifer said you guys just kind of go your separate ways and don't really interact much. Sounds like things are on the rocks.
She said
No.
she doesn't want you stealing her comps, so she tries to like hustle out of the.
It's a
That's
fair
pretty
point.
much it.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, get the hell out of my space, man. No, don't follow me around.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
No, I mean, this is a common question that we actually get. Like, I think everyone assumes that we just like stay together and like photograph the same stuff, but
Yeah.
I'd say that happens maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10% of the time. Like, if there's epic light or like a really awesome sunset, then of course we'll be like close. But I mean, we're into the same things, but still different. So yeah, I know. Eric's like, why don't you have any embarrassing pictures of him out in the field? I'm like, because we're never really around each other. Like, we just kind of like, zoop, like, and then we'll reconvene and like share things and then like go back out. Yeah, we're both wanderers, so
Yeah, we got different eyes.
yeah.
Who loves mud more?
I think that's Jennifer for sure.
Let her have that one.
Yeah. I mean, I like shooting mud, but I've gotten kind of sick of it lately, and she's still all about it. So
He's
Yeah.
over it, apparently.
Jeez.
not over
Right?
it, but
What a diva. What a diva.
All right, now we're getting the good stuff.
I know what's going on. Yeah, no.
Hey, it didn't take long, Eric. You keep
I don't
going.
know.
How has it been seeing Jennifer's progression? Like, was she really bad when you first met her? Like, be honest. Did she suck?
Did you take her to her first mud zone?
Oh my God.
This is how you do it.
You'd better answer carefully. I'm only one well away.
She's a really great photographer now, but yeah, I'm curious. You saw her like from the beginning, probably. So
Yeah. No, I knew she had tons of potential, and I told her
that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. Like,
Was not anywhere near reaching it, but
Just needed some guidance, right?
Yeah.
some hands-on tutoring.
it's amazing how much she's grown and just become one of the top photographers out there. It's fucking amazing to see.
Yeah, she's great.
And I knew she had it in her.
People bring her up way more than they talk about you, David.
That's true. I don't give a fuck.
And all right, so we'll move on from that. I feel like you've been doing photography forever, even though you're not that old. Like, I feel like you were doing it for like 20 years already before I even got into it.
No, not even, man.
How long have you been doing it?
I think I picked up a camera in like 2008.
That's
So-
like 7 years before I started.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're young as shit, so
Got a good head start.
yeah.
Yeah, you're a wee pup. Yeah.
That's a
David and I are
while, though.
old.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's a good run.
It's over
I
now.
remember. I'm not sure if I remember you from Flickr the first time I became aware of your work. I know, like back then,
Yeah.
I think you had like a guidebook or an ebook around astrophotography. I think it's the first time I really saw your work. I was like, wow, this guy's got some great stuff.
Oh, thanks, man.
Don't remember
Even
the
though it
year,
was
but it's
terrible
a
back
long
then.
time ago. I think it's like kind of like back when Astro was just starting, and like you kind of put this book, which kind of like kind of exposed some tech. I didn't really actually see the book, the book itself, but I'm sure it exposed some techniques that like were kind of like just up and coming and just starting to be adopted by different photographers. So
Yeah. Yeah, I hit that just at the right time where it was just starting to get popular and got really well known for that. So, which thankfully I was kind of able to step away from because I didn't want to be just known for that for sure. But
for sure.
it was very good for the time.
Well, that's why I found you through night photography first, because I had started doing it maybe like a year before I met David. But I had his ebook and I followed him and he had a blog. So yeah, it was really actually night photography.
Romantic.
I was just after his night photography, that's all.
Yeah.
And his money, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Picked the wrong sugar daddy.
Yeah, that's okay though.
What a lot of people may not know is that David started his career in front of the camera.
Oh shit, dude.
What was your stage name?
Yeah. Or your porn name. Dude. King David.
Kingham.
Yeah.
King.
This is actually a good story.
Oh, there's a story? What, like about
yeah.
what goes on in the shed in the background? Or?
That's actually where David lives.
Bachelor pad?
In
Nice.
the backyard, yeah.
Open the doors on a nice day, but keep the leash on.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
This was 2020, right, David? Like summer of 2020. And Ron and Sarah are actually off screen. David had a beard, like he had grown his facial hair out all summer. And I am not a mustache person, like just a straight like mustache. Like I like full.
I don't think
facial
anybody
hair.
is.
Well, maybe not everybody. So Ron and Sarah are over and they heard, like, I don't know, you tried to pull this like a few years ago, didn't you? Like there was a reason I hated the mustache. No? Maybe we were just talking about it. But we were outside like having lunch or drinks or something. And David excused himself to like go do dishes or something. And he came back out with this. Like he had gone in and shaved. But
That's
I had
so cool, dude.
like I didn't even realize it. Like Ron and Sarah were trying to like stifle their laughter and they were like looking at me and everyone was staring at me, like waiting for me to be like, oh my God.
Yeah, because
Never happened. No, it
took her
totally
like
didn't
10
click.
minutes to
You
freaking
probably
see
didn't
my
work out. You're
face.
just like always ignoring him. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And then finally, like 10 minutes later, I looked at him and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, absolutely not. I said, what did you do? And I'm like, you are going in right now and getting rid of that. And he's like, no, I like it. And of course, right, I think it was like Ron. He's like, man, it looks good, you know? And like everyone that sees it, including clients, because he pulled this a few months ago with clients on a workshop. And I was like, please don't do this for the workshop. And he's like, I like it. He's like, you know, and he can grow a mustache like super fast. And all of the clients, David, oh, I love the new look. Oh, you should just do this all the time. And I'm sitting here going, no.
It is a
I
good
almost
looking
did it
stash.
tonight.
I mean, it's full. It's got a nice shape to it.
God.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit, dude.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How long did you rock that thing, dude?
Man.
I don't know. Maybe a month or so.
Nice.
damn, fucking savage.
Way to
Yeah,
stay
Jennifer
committed.
ended up liking it.
A little
Like,
bit.
you can keep it a little bit.
She won't admit it, but yeah.
Yeah.
He did it again like a month ago. I couldn't wait for it to leave again.
I seriously was going to do it tonight and I totally forgot.
Damn.
Oh, dude, that would have been so good.
Yeah, to show up on camera without
Yes.
her seeing before.
We can
There's
wait.
still time. There's still time.
There is.
No.
Yeah, we can do an intermission.
No, we insist.
Yeah, we walk
yeah.
away to grab beer, take a piss
Yeah.
all the time. So
Yeah. I'll do that when I take a piss.
Do it at halftime.
No, you're not.
Maybe.
Oh, here we go.
So about that
All
shit.
your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the shed. Yeah, and it holds like all of our crap. Yeah, it's a great shed.
Yes.
And that's my beautiful garden. I like to brag about my garden.
Looks pretty healthy.
Yep.
yeah, very green.
Yeah.
Saturation is pretty intense on the greens.
And you can see the beehive back there. See, we have a beehive.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Good.
Nobody's gotten
My
stung yet?
dad. No, I don't really go near it because I don't know if I'm allergic to bees. I've never been stung, but I'm allergic to like everything else. So I probably should go get like a blood test to make sure I'm not going to like die if I get stung by one. But David helps my dad all the time with the hives. It's
Do you
pretty
have a
cool.
bee suit?
They've gotten. Yeah, they both wear bee suits. Oh, I could have shared that photo. It's not really embarrassing though. But yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. And I've planted a lot of flowers around just so they have like lots of flowers and stuff to eat. But it's been pretty fascinating to watch every year. And we've gotten tons of honey, and it's really good honey. But yeah, it's been fun.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Really cool.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Pretty hideous.
He knows that I'm just giving him crap.
Wow.
So, David.
Who we got here?
So I wanted to feature some people from NPN that kind of unknown for a large part.
What the fuck is NPN?
Talk about that.
That would be the Nature Photographers Network for those that don't know. But this is Jens Ober. It's from Germany. And he has some really sick shit. If you look at his portfolio, I think even has better stuff than this, but I was really drawn to this one. I just love like that triangular light coming down and that really dramatic shadow coming off that main tree.
Yeah.
Just thought it was super interesting.
It's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like it a lot.
He's got great stuff.
Yeah, that main shadow from the center tree really pulls the scene together.
Yeah. And just like how it's framed in between all the other trees.
Do you know where this was, David?
No idea. Let's see if he said. I don't think so.
Reminds me of the volcanic park in California in some way.
Lassen.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but it just reminds
It
me.
is, he says it's a volcanic crater. Doesn't say where.
Wow.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Or maybe Hawaii.
Oh, it's the island of La Palma.
Where's that?
No idea.
La Palma?
Not like,
La Palma, Canary Islands. Or,
yeah, I was going to say, I think it's on the coast of Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of cool volcanic stuff out there.
nice.
That's so cool.
It's a really unique composition.
Yeah, it is. The shadows are really cool too.
Yeah,
Just really come off the trees. Yeah, it's beautiful.
all those splashes of light.
Yeah, the lights. The lights really
Backlit.
important.
I feel like most people wouldn't recognize what he saw, like if they were here
Yeah,
in the
for
field
sure.
looking at this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's super
Pretty
well
subtle.
seen.
Yeah, all his stuff is super nice.
So I wanted to
Jack.
feature our old friend Jack Curran, who passed away back in, God, what was that?
2019? 2018?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
That long?
somewhere around there. But I didn't want him to be forgotten because he was just master of black and white and created these really dramatic scenes. And he was just the nicest, most generous guy ever.
That's what I was going to say. More importantly, he was just super cool and
Yeah,
great
Yeah.
dude.
just amazing guy. So I love this scene, obviously from Death Valley, and just like seeing this scene in person, like it would just be some kind of empty footprints and not really look very interesting. But obviously through his dodging and burning, he just made those damn things pop. And I thought it told a good story about him as well, that he didn't even know he was telling at the time. So
Yeah, that's true. Kind of foreshadowing.
yeah. So I think he was looking back, he was a big inspiration for my black and white. I think I didn't even realize it, but he definitely had a huge influence. And even though I wasn't trying to copy him, I think I kind of have subconsciously, because I really loved his style. And he has so much amazing work. I wish you could still see all of his work. Like his family has kept his website up, but they're just like selling a few of his prints, and like his whole collection isn't available anymore. There's like a link for it, but it doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I really loved his black and white. It was so like this, very high, very dramatic, and heavy on contrast, which I really like in black and white work.
That's all he did, right?
As far as I know,
He's
I'm not sure.
Exclusively
Yeah.
black and white.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. And his passing was sudden, right? It wasn't like an expected.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It was
yeah.
really a shock to the community
Huge
in
shock.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a really great image. Really symbolic.
Yeah. It's kind of like really somber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
When you look at this, David, do you feel like the footprints are coming towards you or going out away from you?
I feel like they're going away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just walking off into the distance and disappearing into nothing.
For some reason, when I look at it, they're like advancing towards me.
Okay.
You think
Yeah, I
they're
feel like
looking-
it can go either way.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did he live near you guys, or down in Southwest Colorado, or where is he from in Colorado?
Was he from Colorado?
I don't think he was.
I think he was in St. Louis.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
way off.
Yeah.
St. Louis.
I just somehow
He
looped
came
him in
through
with the whole-
Colorado a few times, but
Okay, I'm way off base.
He had some pictures of the arch that I recall. Like really,
Yeah.
really amazing. Black and white.
yeah, or well, he was. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but St. Louis stands out for some reason because he did email me just a little bit before he passed because he was going to be passing through Colorado and he wanted to meet up. I thought he said he was coming from like the Midwest.
I just noticed over there about like 9 o'clock. There's another set of footprints. It looks like going, that are intersecting with this set of footprints.
Yeah. I could tell a whole other story.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just picked that up. I was like, oh whoa, there's another set over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is obviously an area that, we all know in Death Valley, but I do find it fascinating. If anyone watching doesn't know, it's not like he purposely like made those footprints white. Anytime you walk on this certain playa, the water table's super close underneath the surface. It's super muddy, super marshy. But after, I don't know how fast it happens, but even like a week later, I've gone back and footprints that I have left around the edges just fill in with salt like this. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
But it's also just like brown and white.
Yeah.
So it's like he really darkened up that playa a lot to draw those out.
Yeah, it's a cool image.
This one's super crazy.
This is great.
Oh yeah, I love this shot.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this shot the other day.
I'm surprised this hasn't
last-
been featured before.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is from our friend Fritz Rumpf, and it's the bottom of the mushroom.
So trippy.
There's the one that someone referred to on the other episode we were doing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not
That's
have
cool.
guessed that in all long.
Yeah, I thought it was like maybe seaweed or some kind of crazy
Yeah.
stuff. Or
Yeah, it could be like a freaking drone shot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just nutty textures, and he really brought out the colors a lot. And obviously, it was like must have been molding or something because I don't think the mushrooms have that color when they're like thriving. But yeah, he just said he like popped it up and saw the bottom of it and was like blown away by it. So kind of inspired me to finally get a macro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you haven't had one this whole time?
No, I've been using like just a close-up filter in my 100-500, which works pretty good, but finally broke
surprising.
down about one.
Considering that you're with Jennifer and
And all right.
she never let you borrow it, dude.
No.
What's that?
She never let you
said
borrow
no.
hers.
Oh, well, we're not compatible with the cameras.
Oh, wow. Is that symbolic?
Nope. You had the choice. When you switched from Fuji, I said, come over to the dark side. Come join the Nikon club. Then we can share things. And he's like, we don't share well. And I said, okay, well, despite that, it would still be nice to have like, oh, my battery just ran out. Can I borrow one of yours? Oh, of course you can, because we shoot the same system.
Yeah,
so
like
you'd be
Ron and
taking all
Sarah.
my batteries.
At least you're not bitter about it, Jen.
No,
That's
I'm not.
right.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It goes both ways. Don't let him fool you. He gives me plenty of crap about, oh, look at my Canon. Look at my 100 to 500. Yeah, whatever.
He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
look at my big lens. You like that, baby? You want some of this?
So
Yes.
irritating.
That's
Yeah.
some-
Like, for instance, the macro conversation. He's like, I'm finally getting one. I'm like, oh, great. I said, yeah, the Nikon one, it's pretty sweet, though. It's like really sharp. Actually, I think the Canon's better. I was like, you know what? It's like, I can get, I don't know. What did you say? You could do something else with it that apparently I can't do.
I just get more magnification. It's 1.4x.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What extension
whatever.
tubes are for. Anywho. But yeah, Fritz is a super cool dude. We just got to hang out with him had Thanksgiving dinner with him. And he's just an amazing guy. And this photo is just like mind blowing. So he's gotten quite a bit of recognition for this, which he totally deserves. And I, just wanted to feature it. I love the color contrast between the green and the brown and the yellow, and just the waving or the flow of like the waves in the gills of the mushroom. Just so freaking cool.
It also resembles like a psychedelic interpretation of a cosmic body or something, like
totally
sun or something in the solar system.
Did you get another delivery today, Eric?
What, cookies?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
You're lounging, kind of reminiscent of the other episode.
He's gonna throw his shades on in a minute for liftoff.
Anyway,
there were brownies delivered a couple of episodes ago. Believe me.
Yeah, for context,
they were called Provo specials. I don't even know what that means, but apparently it's a thing. That was Friday night, right? Was that Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Friday night.
Yeah.
I was just going to say about the last comment here about Fritz's thing. I just love that shows you do not have to be somewhere exotic to create something amazing. I mean, literally just a mushroom. And, you saw the underside of it and went, it could have been in the yard. It could have been somewhere close. But just a good example that if you just take a look around, you can find really cool stuff just right behind you.
Yeah.
That's not true at all, Jennifer. Don't mislead our guests. Our audience.
Yeah, and this is Igor Doncov. He has really creative and just really unique stuff that's really deep and inspiring. So I just like the mood that this one created. Just really kind of really cold and somber and just kind of mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got lots of cool stuff that I think you guys would like. Check out the rest of his portfolio.
I remember his name popping up a lot in the NPN feed on
a
lot of the categories I would look at.
Yeah, he's super active.
Yeah. Is he one of the moderators?
No, but he's just very, I don't know, super active user. And
Well, the light sheen on this, just the that just soft reflected light. It's so nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I like the leaf on the bottoms. There's one leaf that's gorgeous, pretty, stunning, obviously fall color. And then the leaf kind of right below it at the bottom there is, more brown, kind of more, not in the spotlight. It's just an interesting dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He does some really complex compositions that I think this one's not as complex, but there's some stuff that he does that's really, really interesting. So I would definitely check him out. Definitely not well known at all outside of NPN.
Mm-hmm. How is NPN doing these days? Admittedly, I haven't been on in a year probably because I just spend very little time on the internet and social platforms at all.
Yeah, no, it's doing good, man. We're still growing it, and the magazine's doing really well. Yeah, and we're revitalizing the landscape category here soon. So we got a whole new team of moderators coming on that are going to really make things a lot more exciting. So
nice.
Yeah. There's some big things to come.
Great.
The Nature Vision magazine's been awesome. That I keep up with, but
yeah,
great magazine.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. It's been really good. And, obviously Cody Schultz is a big driver behind that, getting everything organized and finding new authors and editing and stuff. So really appreciate what he's been doing for the magazine. It's really great to see, and I hope to bring it to print someday.
Yeah,
but
I feel like that's a dream, but is it actually feasible?
Yeah,
because I know how that is.
Yeah, better than anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like most things.
Of the pain,
Jennifer. Paul.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Well, in honor of tomorrow's release.
Can you just pour a triple IPA?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is Thanatos.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. It's an Imperial Stout with coffee cake.
Ooh, coffee cake.
Yeah, this is...
Ooh.
Sounds good.
We wait for this every year. This is last year's bottle. I've been waiting for this year's release to...
We drank one with Bellino, I'm pretty sure, at your house.
Yeah.
We did.
It's probably one of the best stouts around.
Is it Great Notion?
Fuck no.
It's Mortalis.
Mortalis, okay.
Yeah. This is a timeless classic.
Yeah, it's
I
my
think
favorite
it's so
stout of all time. So easy to drink. It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely
dangerous.
It's not too sweet.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a perfect blend.
Like a good ass coffee cake is probably my favorite dessert, and it tastes like liquid coffee cake.
Oh,
But it's not like it's not super sweet.
Diabetes.
Like it's not. Yeah.
It's a perfect blend. I mean, it's
Yeah, very well rounded.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I'll be back in a minute, y'all.
Sounds good. That's a good pairing.
Yeah, it's really good.
This one's super crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah, what is
Ew.
going on?
Back.
Is
Yeah,
it double
like-
exposure.
You would think it's a double exposure or something, but apparently it's in an old shipyard.
Holy,
So that's-
okay, so these aren't trees. These are like tiny little weed
No.
type plants.
I don't actually know. I think they might be trees, but there's like a huge ship behind it that's rusting.
Fucking crazy
really?
perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see that. No, I can see
Totally
it.
nuts.
Dude, what a trip.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Wow.
I mean, really, I mean, wow. That's
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's super sick. And just
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
And the
she
fact that
said
the trees are
that's-
silhouetted is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just such a stark contrast.
Those gold tones that just rip through the image are just so badass.
Yeah.
The balance is super nice too. How you have like a thicker clump of trees on the left, and on the right, they're, not as many, but like it feels symmetrical and weighs out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice.
Man, this is really a killer image, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's so trippy.
it is really true.
She had another comp with just kind of focused on the left patch of trees, but I think I like this comp better. It feels more balanced to me.
I'm trying to. She's not on Instagram. It doesn't look like.
I don't think so. Yeah, just on NPN.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like kind of seems like I can see why she shot it closer. Framing of this left side trees. I feel like there's like multiple different ways you can frame this
Yeah.
entire scene here.
Right.
I mean, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just where the lines mimic each other on the left side. It's really great.
Yeah, this is really something.
Well, if there's a ship behind there, it makes you go, oh my God, like, are those tiny trees then? Like, it's kind of
Or is
hard
it
to
the
wrap your
Titanic?
mind around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the perspective is so warped. It's just like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? And like, how big are those trees at the bottom? I mean, it's just like there's
Oh, yeah.
different things to look at and say, what are we doing here?
I think they're most likely small plants with like elegant designs to them.
Yeah.
Not
could
as
be.
bushy.
Hard to know.
Yeah.
I tried to look up this location. I couldn't find anything, so I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a regular occurrence or if like she's just rolling through there and it's like, whoa, there it is. You know what I mean? Is this something that's available, when just ships come in or?
Yeah, she said it's a boneyard, so it must be
Oh.
Okay.
Old ships.
old ships. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It sounds like a great place to explore. Like,
So this is
Oh,
in
yeah.
in Charleston, Oregon.
Oh, Oregon?
Charleston, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, even if you take out those trees and you're just shooting that ship with the rust and the gold,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because, yeah, you can tell it's like, I mean, now that David said what it was, like on the right side near the bottom, you can kind of see like old patina, like the patterns down there. But boy, the ones to the left, I mean, that legit looks like a tree trunk up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
I mean, if you wouldn't have,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't have said that, David, I would. We're not guessing that's a ship. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What is that?
Yeah.
Erosion channels or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was like a rock wall or something when I first looked at it, and like, no, it can't be that. So it confused me too. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, the
it's-
trees make it very disorienting
Yeah.
combined with the background.
That's really cool.
I really love that.
Boom. Love that sound.
Yeah, yeah. Who was that?
I know, I heard
me.
a camera and a can.
J-Rod.
What do you got there, J Rod?
This one, I don't even remember what I grabbed. Hold on one second.
I'll be right back.
It's been one of those days.
A lot can be said there. Let's go.
This is fresh cut. So
Okay.
it's,
I haven't had that one in a long time. Is that one all mosaic?
no, it's actually
Do
mixed.
not.
She caught on. Damn it.
I know what he's doing.
You're too
Your
sharp.
stash?
Got eyes like a hawk.
sorry.
I feel bad for David.
Is he going to come back with a mustache?
I don't know, probably.
You should. You should definitely do that.
If he comes back with a mustache, we're in business.
Dead man.
We're in total business.
Oh my God.
And Jennifer's like, we are not in business.
Is that one like Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy or something? Or
Yeah, it's Mosaic, Citra, and Galaxy.
nice.
I know you're listening
5.8%.
for Jennifer. Like you're
What
like,
did you say? I
what
can
you're
hear.
listening
I
for.
can hear what he's doing. He's definitely not getting. He's not opening up the refrigerator.
Should have used the
in the
Bic razor.
bathroom.
It's a lot.
I guess the only
less
question is straight
conspicuous.
razor or clippers?
I
Probably
use clippers, but I bicked my head one time.
You did?
Yeah, just once. Everyone's got to do it at some point.
That's a ballsy move. I've clippered my head before, but never picked it.
Yeah, went down to the skin, down to the bone.
Oh,
Is that when you did that stint?
The stint in prison. Yeah.
Those jailhouse tats he got.
Yeah. You did that Provo nickel?
How's that one tasting right now, Jimmy?
It's really good. It's really good.
okay, we're good. It didn't happen.
I've had some batches of that one that were underwhelming, so I stopped getting it. But
You know, for a single IPA, it's really good.
yeah, I love their single IPAs when they're awesome. They know how to do them.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else that does them that good.
Yeah, sometimes they're like triple IPAs, like the amount of flavor they have,
Yeah.
like explosive.
Yeah,
There's a
absolutely.
lot. It's thick. There's a lot going on there.
What's the brewery?
Fidens.
Fight.
Duh.
I didn't
What
hear.
should be?
You guys only drink Bidens, a bunch of Bidens. Yeah.
He's just jealous.
I should just assume. I'm jealous, yeah.
What'd you
I've
get,
been
David?
trying all weekend. I've been bringing in different ones.
Got a one from Westbound Down in Denver. It's called Fauster Horses. It's a new one from them.
Is that a horse on the can?
It is.
Oh,
It's a double IPA. I think it's West Coast. 6.5%. Yeah, they say it's malted wheat, golden promise, and a touch of carafoam.
Love that Golden Promise.
Yeah. Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo.
Nice. You can let Jennifer keep the can after.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Golden Promise? Is that a grain?
Probably.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, some kind of patented grain.
Oh, got it.
But it's in this little baby 8-ounce can.
Oh.
I was gonna say that looks
But you finished
kinda
already.
tiny.
What's the ABV?
So what's the next one?
It's, what did I say? I said it was
8%?
6.5. 6.5.
Oh.
6.5.
That's
Oh,
a
is that
double.
one, David?
Wow.
Super dank.
All right.
Floral.
I like the dance.
Nice. Oh, it's a West Coast IPA.
Mm-hmm.
You prefer West Coast, huh? I think you told me.
In general, yeah. I like hazies too, but
Yeah.
I love the really dank ones.
Speaking of dank.
Yeah, baby, look at that.
Dang, it's like a synapse. What is this?
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
Chris has a really good eye.
The
Yeah.
black
Awesome.
background is killer.
Just zero it out. Chris Baird.
Yeah, she's super talented. Got some really cool stuff. But this was just at I think at the Newport Harbor. Just some
Oh yeah, this
nasty
is that
scum on the
stuff.
water.
I don't even know what it is. I've tried to figure out what this is because I have a few photographs of something super similar and I have no idea what it is. Like at first I thought it was like decaying rope, but it's not that. It's definitely something organic. I don't know if it's like something from like discarded fish. Like I have no idea, but it looks really gross, but it makes amazing photos.
Huh. That's interesting.
Wow.
Super interesting.
It is.
I feel like the battery's low or something. It's been like kind of cutting in and out. It's been making a weird like
It's
noise.
cracking a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I can take it out. Maybe it is low. It shouldn't be that low.
That's better, whatever you got going on.
It's been like on and off. Like sometimes it comes in. That's why I didn't say anything till now because I thought it went
Okay.
away.
Well, let me know. I can just take it off if so, but it should have charged, but maybe it
Okay.
is dying.
I think it's David adjusting your volume from the other room.
Probably. You know.
Just-
It's like I'll show her.
You can just increase his shock collar.
he doesn't like the mustache. We'll see about that.
Yeah. If you guys don't see me now from here on out, you know why.
Cool.
And I feel like this could be like microscopic.
Yeah.
But knowing the spot, it's a big area of crap. But it's
Smells
just
like
beautiful.
shit too.
Yeah, but love how she made it so contrasty and just made all those little intricate details pop out. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I got like nauseous here the morning that we came during the conference.
All them seals.
Although the seals are there too. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That place.
that is a smell.
Yeah. What kind of like about it is just how she used the frame, like space, the negative space around that whatever the thing is, just how much space is above to the right on the right side. Because how the lines just kind of gesture towards that space is pretty effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably crop it, but I think not cropping is the way to go for sure.
Yeah, it helps portray the movement.
That's really
Is it black?
crazy.
So it's not black and white, right? There's
No, there's some
multiple
yellow
colors.
and brown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of monochromatic.
Yeah, nicely seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the details are amazing.
What is that?
I can't say I've ever seen anything like it. It reminds me of like some sometimes like seed,
Lettuce or
not the
something?
pods, but the things to help distribute a seed. But it's not that. So
But it almost looks like a tree or something.
Yeah. I would have thought like fungi, my first
Yeah.
guess. But
Could be
Interesting.
water fungi.
yeah.
Super cool.
yeah,
I'll
I
let
was
you
staring
sample
at
it, Eric.
Staring at some artwork from an artist. I don't recall her name, but she photographs like petri dishes, but she's intentionally culturing different strains of bacteria and fungi and really
Oh, that would be
bizarre,
fascinating.
bizarre colors and textures and stuff.
Been trying
I'd
to
rather
get
see it.
Jennifer to get a microscope to do that.
Yeah, you got to get an attachment for the camera, and it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would lose her mind.
Trying, I totally would. I mean, that was like my job. Hello, like I would grab one if I could, but yeah, it's all very expensive, and we're not.
Yeah, what do you think a setup like that costs? Because I have a client that like was interested in me doing that kind of stuff, and then like we'll get the equipment for you. Like, would you do it if we did? And I was like, seriously, it's like $1 million. Like,
Yeah,
for the shit that they want, like, yeah, they want like super microscopic, like fucking photos of DNA and shit.
Oh,
oh wow.
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be pricey.
We had one at work. Like we had an exotics vet that actually had one, and she like I used it a few times because my main thing, like I was in the process of getting my ClinPath like special board certification for my degree, and so I like lived behind a microscope, and this stuff is so cool. But she had one, but this was also, I'm dating myself, like 10 years ago. So I'm sure the technology's come like way more advanced, but it was even expensive back then, but it was so cool because I would use it to take photos of stuff for like presentations and yeah.
well, I mean, he didn't say no, so if I get that, I'll let you come play with it too.
Yeah, no.
Get some
I'm just
pointers from
looking
you.
through a microscope.
This one's really crazy.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a Grateful Dead t-shirt or something.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
So, yeah, Bonnie's a long time NP on her, and she does these amazing abstracts, like just mind blowing, some of the best I've ever seen. And this is one of her crazy ones. This is a multiple exposure looking up at a tree. But she did it with a lens baby to kind of distort things. And she was trying to like create this feeling of like kind of end of the world because it was like 120 degrees at the time. And so I think she conveyed that very well, at least in my mind. But yeah, she's just an amazing artist, and more people need to know about her because she doesn't do anything except NBN. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
So creative.
Yeah.
Just to, like I'm assuming a lot of like experimentation before this final image was made, just kind of like the whole idea of just playing with technique and playing with vision and That's kind of crazy how she can get there. You said it's a multiple exposures, so like, is it a tree and then kind of like, is it water reflections? Like, what's the outside around the edges?
I think they were both trees, actually.
Wow,
I
that's
can't
so
remember
cool.
now.
I mean, talk about thinking
Yeah.
outside the box, like and doing something which is totally your own. Like
Right.
I've never seen an image like this before. Like
Mhm.
literally, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, she said it's the same tree, just at different focusing distances. And she was just messing around, like didn't even think anything was coming out of it, and found something really cool.
Yeah,
I like the color tones a lot here. How it's like yellow, gold, not super vibrant, crazy colors, kind of muted, earthy tones.
Yeah,
I think
and
that's nice.
she originally posted a different version on PN that was like not as contrasty or a little bit brighter. But since she was kind of going for that kind of hellscape kind of scene, then some people advised her to maybe try something different. And I think this turned out better.
Yeah, it's really cool.
This is really great. Really different.
Yeah.
That's a
I
really
like how go Jimmy.
it has a really metallic feel to it too. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it's
like overcast
looking
sky.
Yeah, like enameled metal or something like that. In a good way. That's not a detraction at all.
No. Yeah, the fact, like the colors, like I was saying, I really like it because it doesn't distract from the most interesting lines and stuff in the scene. Like, I feel like somebody could try to focus on the color and then you lose like the essence of this one. I like how it's a bit more muted and kind of pastel.
Yeah, for sure.
What'd you crack, Blino?
Foggy Goggles by Everybody's Brewing, which is out, I think, in White Salmon, Washington.
Oh yeah, love
It's
that
good.
spot.
It's just you can buy this at the store. It's just a hazy IPA, El Dorado, Galaxy, Idaho 7, and Equanaut hops.
Equinaut?
I guess so. Equanaut. We'll call it Equanaut. And it's 7.1 ABV. It's good. I like it.
I really like. I've had that on tap before. It's really good.
Have you? Yeah.
I've never had it out of a can. I didn't know they canned it, but
Yeah.
I've had it on tap there at the brewery a couple times. It's
It's pretty
pretty
dark.
tasty.
It's darker
Yeah.
than I thought it would be. But like in terms of like a local brewery, I think they're they're good. They're solid.
Yeah, and their food is great. And that little town of White Salmon.
Love White Salmon. Yeah.
I mean, it's such a killer town.
Yeah. White Salmon's like right across from Hood River. So Hood River's like in Oregon and White Salmon's across the bridge in Washington. So that whole area of the Pacific Northwest is so nice.
The gorge separates the two.
Yeah.
It's just right there in between.
The views from Upper White Salmon looking across the river with Mount Hood rising above Hood River is just insane. Such a great view.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing.
Like if you live there, it's just like, oh my God.
Oregon sucks.
It does. Don't come here. In fact, leave.
Fuck no.
People should
I'd hate to
leave.
go there. I'd kill myself if I lived there.
I would totally move there. That might be my next spot. It's such a good spot up there.
Oh, I said, wow, and I noticed the name, of course.
What is this fake AI fucking bullshit?
Dude,
Damn.
So
Pick that
blatant.
crap.
what a banger.
They didn't even try to make it look real.
This is early, David.
Is it really? It's on his
No,
website.
not super early.
I picked this one
Before
because
me.
Just a little before you.
it's just really classy. It's I love how the light feels and like just the way it reflects off the water, and I don't know, it just has like a really clean, crispy look to it.
Yeah.
Very dreamy without trying too hard.
Yeah, this is super nice.
I like the little textures in the foreground as well, like in the water.
Mm-hmm.
The water just kind of like speaks to me.
Yeah, this is a nice
Yeah.
image.
Thank you.
Well balanced.
Yeah, it's just a little salt pie we found in Death Valley out in the back country.
Oh, okay. It's not like Badwater or one of the.
No.
Oh, cool.
Oh, weird. Okay.
There's actually quite a few bad waters if you know where to look.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
not as expansive, but just like smaller, isolated little areas. You can find polygons in a few places.
Yeah.
With no people, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nobody.
Since you brought up,
That's
so
awesome.
is Badwater the entire like section of the park from Furnace Creek south, or like what does Badwater truly incorporate? Just that part of the park where everyone goes to walk out into the playa, or
It's a
is it
it's a
defined
pretty
area?
big area. It doesn't like go to Furnace Creek, but it's pretty far north from the normal spot where everyone goes.
The main spot, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Devil's Golf Course to the north is kind of like the northern boundary.
Got it. Yeah, makes sense.
Were you with him when he shot this, Jennifer?
No, but I've been here.
That was pre-Jennifer.
That was before
wow.
me.
Yeah. It goes, might have been out there with Jimmy Gickus.
Oh, cool. Was this your birthday trip?
No, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was. But yeah, that was a crazy trip.
Yeah, I heard stories.
Apparently you've heard that, yeah.
That's a good story.
That's a heavy metal music story.
Yes.
Wow, you've heard it too, huh?
It gets around, dude.
It's legendary, brother.
I've heard it. I don't even know. Like,
Let's hear a retelling. Let's hear a telling from the source.
Yeah.
What is this story? Because I've heard bits and pieces, but
This is the best place to tell it once and for all to establish.
Yeah.
As the legend has it.
Get it out
let's
there.
document this legendary event.
we'll edit it out like Jennifer's little issue right there.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Hit the pause button.
Yeah, right. I'm going to turn that into its own clip.
Oh my God, you
It's
are
going to be
not.
That's a
Gonna be on
greatest hits
TikTok.
clip.
what are your short
greatest hits.
segments, Bennett? Or what's the short segments for this Brews and Views? It's like the best of or the classics.
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We're
Drum roll here. All right.
Yeah, it's not that great, but
What year birthday was it?
God, I don't know. It's like probably 2014, I think. So met up with Jimmy Geckus and we went out to Saline Valley and Death Valley. And it's a super remote area that pretty much nobody goes to. And it was my birthday. So Jimmy, of course, brought a shitload of really good beers. And so we, had a campfire out there and we're just having a fucking good old time. Blasting some Metallica over the fucking stereo in the van. And because we didn't think there was anybody else around. There's like no way anyone else is out here, right?
Yeah, so you're just letting loose.
Yeah. I mean, we were just like fucking screaming and just
Firing shotguns, shooting beer bottles.
might as well have been. I mean, it was ridiculous. We were being so loud because there shouldn't have been anyone around for just miles and miles and miles. And so we were probably up partying until like 2 a.m, just being loud as fuck. And then the next morning we get up for sunrise and we're like hungover, at least I am. Jimmy never gets hungover, but I'm walking over the next dune and there's this fucking car sitting on the other side of the dune. And we're like, oh, fuck, like we were so loud last night and there's somebody actually out here. Like, whatever, there's who cares? It's not someone we know, right? And so we go choose sunrise, we come back, leave the valley that night or that day. And then I'm like looking on, I think it was Facebook at the time. And I see this photo from Aaron Bodnick from the same area. Like, oh my God, it was her and who was that? Susan Holt. So they were the ones right next to us, the dune over. And like,
They were probably miserable, like looking for like a nice, quiet wilderness experience. And it's like these bastards, degenerates.
That's classic.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to get away with this. So I reached out to her and I'm like, sorry about that. That was us.
Did she acknowledge it? Like, for sure it was her?
Yeah. Didn't know each other at the time, but yeah. So.
Wow.
That's why your career never went anywhere.
Yep.
Got blacklisted.
Totally.
Well, if it wasn't then, it'll be after this show for sure. So yeah, rest in peace, career. It's been fun.
All right.
Guess I gotta go. Yeah, gotta go manifest some other things for 2025 now.
Got to change up your dream board.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Time to pivot.
Ooh,
This is some good mud.
This is mine.
that's the good mud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. This is so sick.
I picked Paul's out for him because he can't do it himself. So I have better taste than him. So I'm like, I'll choose the image for you. That's why he's like,
No, I usually send like 2 or 3 in just to like have variety.
Oh yeah.
just doesn't match what everyone else is doing. And I mean, it's super hard with your site, dude, because you've got like just so many good images. So this is one of the ones I sent in. And I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, just the textures, the light, it's different. And I don't know that I've seen like a mud image, quite like that. It's pretty badass.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, after Jennifer's, it's pretty good.
I haven't even released this one yet. I'm like 2, 3, 4 years behind. Yeah.
I'll pick yours next, Jennifer.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I appreciate that.
I'll do a side by side.
That's exactly.
This was because I was there when he shot this, because I was here's an instance where I probably was like 2 feet away from him shooting, but this was some of the coolest mud that I've ever seen. It was fresh off a rainstorm. I think we went back, at least 3 or 4 days worth of photos, right, David? Like in different light and different conditions.
It was so sick.
Super unique.
This Death Valley or Utah?
That was
Death
Moab.
Valley. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was Moab. Sorry.
2 different answers.
Wow.
Jennifer is trying to keep the spot secret.
Yeah, probably. Gatekeeping.
That's right. Elitist.
Gatekeeping.
Such an elitist.
Oh, it's so good.
There's enough mud for all of us, Jennifer. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yes. Was this like Twilight or like
it must have
Shade.
been.
It must
Like
have
in a
been.
canyon.
I'm pretty sure it's Twilight.
I kind of loved how you kept the blues and the coolness in check, but it's super like it's there, but it's totally in check and dialed in.
Yeah. Just a tiny bit of warmth. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't overwhelm, but there's definitely that cool kind of warm
Yeah.
contrast at play with the dark shadow and the lines and the swirls. It's so cool.
Was this like on the bank of a stream or?
This is an open wash.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just a wash.
But it was really smoky. Remember, David?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, like it was like super wildfire smoky for like 3 days. And it added a little bit of like just kind of like a brownish bronzy tone even to images that weren't Twilight. It was just I ended up keeping the color, and so did David and a few of his that aren't this one, just because it was kind of unique. Like we just embraced the lighting and the conditions that we had, but it added kind of a cool reflection off of it. But yeah.
And then it was just miles and miles of this shit. It was crazy.
Wow.
So it'd be hard to leave. I mean, this is one of those deals where it's like you find something that's just so badass, you can just sit there for hours and just keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
It just keeps giving. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did it change much? You said you went back like over the course of 3 days. Did it over that time? Did you notice it?
Not a lot.
It would have dried up pretty quick if it wasn't in a canyon. It's like in an open wash.
Yeah, I think it was still pretty cool and not like blazing sun. So
okay,
it was autumn.
Pretty similar the whole time.
Wow. It stayed moist.
Yeah.
Other than a few ATV tracks that came through, like a few of the times, and we were like, but it wasn't everywhere.
Or like debris can start
up
to collect on it and it gets messy.
Right.
You sunbathing over there, Bennett?
Yeah, look at him. Like,
Bennett, you sunbathing?
I'm just trying to get comfortable. My fucking back hurts. My tummy hurts.
You're too young for these complaints.
Your tummy?
Your tummy?
You need to crack another beer, son.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I need right now.
Yeah. Get one of those Provo brownies going.
Here's kind of a question.
He might not make it.
Can we go back to the one real fast? I have a question about it.
This better be good, Michael.
Hopefully it's informative. Let's see. Maybe it'll be good. How do you know when it's time to leave this composition? Like, because like you mentioned, like how it's over. There's a huge area, and like there's probably so many different possibilities. Like to me, I've come across something not nearly as good as this, but a larger area of these sorts of like. I just almost get overwhelmed. Like exactly, what do you focus on? How much time you spend here versus pushing on for maybe even more visually interesting subject matter, and like how do both of you guys like determine when to like how much time to work with the composition and framing, and then when to move on? Is it just kind of a feel thing?
I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I feel like I'm like undiagnosed ADHD.
Same here.
Because when I'm photographing, I am just fucking spastic, like just completely changing composition constantly. So this is just something I saw in the moment. Like I rarely find something that I just set up on and wait for it. Like I'm just always moving around and trying to find something different and just kind of going by the light. And so I'm all over the place.
I think it's such a fascinating question because I think I've heard other photographers talk about taking like a half hour for like a scene, like not like this exact scene, but a similar scene, and something 5 minutes and 3 minutes. And it's just so, I'm like you, David. I just kind of like, when it feels like I'm kind of done, I'm moving on. Like, I don't want to just spend so much time on one framing. So
that's a really great question.
There's like
a question. Was that worth coming back to this image for, or was that?
It was all right.
It was all right. It's like a 3 out of 5, maybe. Or
I might 4? Cut it out of the episode. I don't know.
That he cuts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Michael loved this one when he sent it to me. He's like, "You better not fucking tell me somebody else took this shit."
I almost sent
I don't want to hear that.
I almost sent it.
All right. First of all, David just released, I think a couple weeks ago, a whole massive 100-image gallery of Death Valley work, and I think as a total body of work is probably one of the most impressive bodies of Death Valley images I've seen ever. As someone who loves Death Valley and the images coming from there, like, please go to David's website and check it out if you haven't seen it. I've gone back 3 times now. But this one, like, you look, and it's obviously the ones that kind of really stand out. This one would just grab me, and it's incredible. Like, it's hard to even explain. So the geometry, I think the name, what's the name of this image, David? I think you mentioned like geometry in the name, maybe.
Shit, I don't remember.
That's one of those. Same way.
I had to name 100 images. I don't remember.
Painful.
But just like the shapes, and then you have the sand, which is like rippling with the golden highlights,
the light
coursing across the tips of it, and it's kind of radiating in all directions. And then the balance between the bottom of the frame and the top of the frame is like this little light part at the top of the frame, which is kind of drawing my eye in as well. Just the leading lines coming through, just the directness of the image. It's an impressive image in my eyes.
Yeah.
This is just like, good Lord, if I had this image in my portfolio, I'd be like,
Jennifer, don't sound, you sound mad about it.
Oh, I'm extreme. I wanted to, when he showed me what he was doing, I wanted to walk through it. Like, I was so angry.
Now we're getting somewhere.
It's just killer.
I was so literally like 3 feet to the left, and I was shooting up higher.
Yeah, like ignoring the sand that was on top of it.
No, because this sand like went for at least like, I don't know, like 200 more feet to the left. I was actually above it, shooting like the fingers coming out onto the mud. And David is so good at like seeing these things and like getting low, where I don't see low, and I'm trying to work on that right now, actually, because I'm not very good with like wide angle scenes. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I spend so much time doing abstracts and smaller scenes that I'm not good at seeing those wider scenes. But I looked over at him, and his tripod is like literally just like inches off the ground, and I'm like, what is he doing? And I'm like, what can he possibly be getting? And I came over, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it was really, I don't get jealous often of David's images, but that was one day I was just like, oh my God, like, why didn't I get lower and try to see the same thing? So yeah, this is one of my favorite images. So
question, does he slide over and say, hey, come on in here, let's do this?
No.
Gonna get in on the action.
What?
I think it's more like, well, yeah,
sometimes.
Tough shit. Yeah. What do you have? You know, and it's like, not that. And he's like, oh yeah, sucks, huh? It's like, yeah, thanks. Yeah. Like, he knows like that it's good. You know, he'll just be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
He finishes up and starts kicking the sand around.
So how wide was your lens for this one?
I don't know. It's probably like 14.
Damn.
Yeah, you were wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I also forget, like how you can, like a lot of times I'll be shooting something with my 70 and I'll just kind of like figure out a perspective or something that kind of works. But I could like shoot the same composition and everything, but with like a 35 or a 24. and it completely changes it because it'll spread things out, and the distortion can really give it a cool look. That's something that I also don't consider very often.
Yeah. He's done it a few times on things that we photographed, and it's amazing how, he's just really good at seeing those things, and I'm trying to get better. But that's
you could have scooted back and gotten higher and shot this at 70 millimeters, but it just wouldn't have the near far feeling, and everything you see here would still be within the four edges, but without the same visual flow, distorted effect.
Or maybe the depth as well.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I saw that triangle and I knew I had to do something with it. And the wide angle just really stretched that out and emphasized it.
Right. And de-emphasize the stuff further away.
Yeah.
And
I almost didn't get the shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was actually handheld.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't into it that night for some reason. And I was just kind of wandering around, just trying to find something. And then I found that, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. And then the sun was seconds away from going behind the mountains.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And I, just did a handheld focus stack and just barely got it the last second.
Wow. That's great.
So good.
It's really wild. One of the things that's striking here is that the geometry of the angles in the foreground is very different from what I'm seeing in the tiles or whatever. I'm not so sure what the term is. They're more rounded there, the angles in the background, and that's just so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're crazy. They can be totally different depending on where you're standing.
And that's all of what 3 feet from that tip there to the back.
No, that was probably the one in the back are probably 20, 30 feet away.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a totally different geometry back there. It's really
cool.
And this wasn't a giant patch of sand either, which is crazy. The context is kind of hard to look at. And I know I have the advantage of knowing what it looked like, but it really wasn't. I mean, my footprint probably would have taken up most of the scene. It was a very tiny little area of sand.
Yeah,
so it would have looked like Godzilla went through there.
Probably 2 feet across.
Yeah. I do have big feet, so I probably would.
No, Dave, I love this image, man. I saw this and I was just gobsmacked. It's damn. Just the light, the touches of light are just so nice in this too.
Yeah.
In that channel right above the sand, just the light, the shadow and the light coming out. It's just little teeny details which just, and I like how you place those bottom lines, where along the bottom edge and left side bottom edge, you place them are just perfect. This, it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Of course, kind of left to lower left, upper right, kind of, flow, visual flow. Mm-hmm. Just well done.
Thanks, man.
Jesus, dude. Get a room.
Cigarette waiting for after this show.
Yeah, this one.
I think this is the one I picked out. I sent a few in, but I wasn't sure which ones. So
these guys are brain dead.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend.
Yeah. He's only done, 6 episodes? My goodness. Give him a break.
Jesus. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say really about this one. I think one of the things that struck me was that based on where you photographed it, it's like you made it your own, and that's something that's really unique. It's when you if it's Death Valley or if it's Joshua Tree or something like that, it's all kind of really iconic stuff. But if you can walk away and make something that it's just not what you would think of for that place, then I think you've kind of connected with it in a different level.
Yeah.
And this one really just I've never seen anything like this.
I pointed it out.
Did you
never scouted it?
I was waiting to see if David would actually say it. I guess I didn't give him a chance, but I'm the reason that we stopped for this image.
When's your shot coming out?
Shots fired. Here we go.
January.
You
Nice.
talked him into it.
I made the
This is a
snow
good
coach stop because I saw
This is
it
an
from the
appetizer.
window.
What? Oh, wait. Wow. Okay.
So this is Yellowstone.
I figured
This is Yellowstone.
This is Yellowstone.
Yellowstone Lake.
Yeah. I
Like-
figured it was a lake, and it had thawed at the bottom. That's exposed water, and then some patches had like melted, but it's really crazy, like the patterns and everything in the surface of the ice.
But nothing about that says Yellowstone.
No,
Right.
but
No.
Yeah, I
Agreed.
didn't suspect that.
I would have said knowing the artist like Death Valley. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Death Valley.
surprised me.
Dude, artist? Come on.
I'm trying.
I do like that he chose black and white.
Wow.
Sorry.
The black and white is nice. I did not process mine in black and white, but looking at this, I could see. I mean, it's super powerful. And it was kind of one of those things, like originally this trip last year, the park only had a few inches of snow. This was early January. It was a super slow snow start for them. And we were fortunate to catch the lake, at least around the edges where it was still thawed. You could actually see water, but then it was still kind of icy as you went out. So we kind of had the best of both worlds. But yeah, we were just in the snow coach driving to a different location, and I saw it and I went, wait. I'm like, can we stop? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's really cool. Like little circles and everything. But yeah, David's really awesome with his black and white processing, and it really brings this one to life. And there was like a snowstorm going on over the lake, like, miles south is what we're looking into. So it was just a crazy awesome conditions just for a few minutes.
Super cool.
Yeah. Those patterns with the light and the textures in the clouds is just freaking mind blowing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
surreal.
Yeah, it's super moody. Really killer.
Yeah.
That's really
But
rough.
more importantly, I got a new beer here.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh,
What do we
let's
got
hear about
going on here?
Casey, called Back
You're
in
on
the
your
Day.
third?
Well, I had a small one.
David's
That's
bringing the
true.
heat.
Yeah, I'm falling behind.
This is the West Coast again. Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo.
What's the brewery
Okay.
again, David?
What's that?
What was the brewery again?
Casey?
Okay.
It's like Colorado too.
Oh, Casey
Yeah, it's
Brewing,
Colorado.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Where are
It's
they
like-
out of?
It's very different. It's very dank, but
Are they in Denver?
I think so.
How about those dudes earlier bringing in beers from Russia?
Yeah.
Mother Russia.
Wow.
Soviet Union.
Seriously?
Literally.
John?
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, they,
Chocolate stouts from Russia.
Wow.
it was classic. We're like, hey, this is
Asian
a
vodka barrels.
new addition to the show here. These guys
That's
were,
pretty cool.
yeah. They fought through the red curtain for those things.
Yeah, some stouts from the Cold War era.
Yeah, they were digging deep. Dave.
Oh, this is
Those are my.
that's what
Yeah, I
Jennifer
kinda
was
hate
talking
David
about
for this
earlier.
one.
Hey, Jennifer, did you show him this one too?
No.
No, she's the one that caused this one
Yeah.
because she fucked
She's
up the
like
oils.
peeing in the puddle right next to it.
Let's hear about that.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel all these years later.
No, it's good. It worked out, but
Oh, yeah. It worked out.
we were like shooting these oils all day in Moab, and like we were just like finishing the day and like walking back. She was still kind of shooting some stuff here and there, but just like walking through the oils, didn't care anymore. And then like I stopped and like, oh shit, like these oils, after she stepped in them, they're all cracked and the water was flowing. So I was like swirling them. And so it was just nuts. And I just like, oh shit, I got to stop and do a long exposure on these, and ended up
cool.
being like really impressionistic.
Yeah,
So-
the balance is super nice. I love how they resemble like knots in a tree trunk or something, you know?
Like eyeballs. Like that one left of center is like an eye.
So
It's like
so,
a little peregrine falcon.
So said differently, David, she shot it, then she stomped through it, and you saw something afterwards. Okay, I got
Exactly.
Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
Yeah, he's always just like picking up the pieces after her.
Sloppy seconds.
I'm so destructive. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is another like little secret spot. It's in Moab. David discovered it actually quite a few years ago. I think it was like 2018. It's obscure, like you would never know it's there. But it consistently, it doesn't matter what time of year, it always has oil. And they go on for like, I don't know, like half a mile or so.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah. And we've come back to this spot so many times and it always delivers something. But yeah, oils are fascinating. Like for anyone watching that hasn't gotten to see these with their own eyes yet, I mean, you could disturb a patch of oils and these channels of movement like happen, but the patches that aren't moving literally just stay still as statues. So it's crazy, just the movement and the dynamics of oils. And this actually inspired, like, once I saw what he got here, I was like, oh my God. So then I think we stayed out another 45 minutes, like purposely disturbing and taking shots because it was just a completely different concept than, you know, we had gone out there to shoot. So yeah.
We fucked that oil up after that.
Nice. And this is one of the best I've seen with that concept in mind of where you get the flowing water in with the oils. It's really killer.
Nice,
yeah.
man.
I was also very jealous of this shot.
Reminds me of like little icebergs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like it could be like an aerial image where you're just like kind of looking down on that. And,
Yeah, the balance is really nice here. Like the strokes from the moving water are all placed like perfectly throughout the frame. Really good distribution.
Yeah. Kind of like branches tree, almost like gnarled wood.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you said that already. Yeah, not to a tree.
But
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
always copying
unsee the
this,
like the little peregrine falcon head right there,
Yeah, I
like
see
left
that.
of center.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like off center, Bellino.
Left or right?
To the left, like near the left third.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been better if you put that like right on the third, but whatever. Guess you haven't heard of that rule.
Yeah, that rule's.
I haven't heard of that one.
David loves the rules. Who are you kidding?
Yeah. Did he teach you any lame shit on that workshop that you're like, wow, that was cringy?
No. I think I just stayed from the candy in the van, I guess. I don't know what that says about me.
Is this one on your website, David?
It must be.
No, I got it
Okay.
off of Instagram.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Let's
I
talk
don't know.
about
My
that.
website's out of date.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. I'm working
Why
on
isn't
it.
why isn't it top priority for you? Like that's where I post my stuff before anywhere else.
It's becoming that. Like I just added this new photo stream feature, sharing new shit. But yeah, it like fell off the radar for years. I don't know.
Yeah, you
why.
had like 5 photos on there for a while.
I know, it's ridiculous. So I'm getting back to it. So I'm excited to share some new shit.
Yeah, you have a pretty
We're both-
thick body of work, but
We're both really bad at our websites. I mean, I haven't updated mine in 5 years now, and I'm
Yeah, I was
changing
gonna
that
get
in
to
a
you
few
next.
weeks. I know. You've already given me crap for it. I know.
I just don't see how that couldn't be like your top priority. Like that's the best place online for people to see your stuff.
Yeah.
So why not
I
pay the
know.
most attention to that? Like give
Yeah.
that the care and attention.
We've just been hustling, trying to survive, man. After COVID, it was rough.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more focused on business for there quite a while. And started to change that
Workshops,
now.
teaching.
Yeah.
I feel like the website's an important part of business though. That's where you have your workshops listed and stuff. I guess you
Yeah,
guys have
but-
a separate page, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both have personal pages aside from like the business workshop page. Like that's its own
that's how you
entity.
draw people in. Like proving yourself, constantly putting stuff out there. That's what makes people want to learn from you.
Yeah.
We have good newsletters. That helps.
I wouldn't know. I'm not subscribed, so I am. I just
Sure you are.
filter them out. I think
Probably
this is one of
reports you as
the
spam.
trying to get them banned for the internet.
Yeah. Abuse reports.
This is like one of my favorite Death Valley mesquite sand dune images of all
It's not the
time.
right fucking dunes, dude.
This is a mesquite.
Nope. This isn't
Well,
mesquite.
Have you
Those are the
ever
only ones
been to
I've
Death
ever
Valley?
been to, so
Oh, this is Ibex.
okay. Well, thanks for giving me the
Bellino
location. See, I
knew.
fucking tricked
I
you.
knew. There's two
Bolino
sections,
knew.
right? Left, like north
I'm gonna
and
go
south.
shoot this now. That's why I want to share this.
You should switch the
But,
location to the Brews and Views. You should switch the location to Death Valley for February, not Utah.
Yeah, that sounds really fun.
It does.
I know. We'll
Yeah.
be there in February. You just have to wait till like the third week or second week of February, and we'll be there.
We'll be there. I'll be there whatever the long weekend is in February.
Oh.
I'll be there.
We'll be there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Just have you guys drink all of our beer that we
Yep.
Yeah.
bring and
Well, that's why I invited you.
not shoot anything cool.
It's the only reason we like you, Eric.
I want to get back to Ibex in that weekend. That's one reason why I brought it up. I definitely.
That's such a good spot, huh, dude?
I'm going to Death Valley in January anyway.
We've had some good times there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ibex is sick.
It's sick,
Yeah, that's a great spot.
but I've never experienced it with these sorts of conditions. Look at that.
It's
Yeah.
intense.
Rain and wind and just dramatic sky. Holy cow.
The balance of this scene with all the layers from the bottom all the way to the top and even with the clouds is so good. The visual flow and everything.
Dude,
Did you spend days out there?
No, man, we just showed up.
Really?
We didn't even know it was going to be windy.
No.
Huh.
I mean, we've spent a shitload of time out there, but
I feel like you could spend 3-4 days out there and there's just so many different areas to explore, and it's just one section by itself. I don't know. I think we were out there. Were we out there for 2 days, Bolino?
at least one night, maybe.
Yeah.
We spent 2 days over at the Northern Dune.
Oh, Eureka.
Eureka's the same way,
Yeah.
where you can spend. I feel like I could spend a whole week in Eureka.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sections,
For
morning,
sure.
sunset.
Yeah.
Like hit different sections at different times of day to kind of find different places
Yeah.
to play.
Ibex
There's
is
nobody out there.
tiny in comparison.
Oh my god! No, when I went to Eureka, I was just like
Yeah.
in terms of what you can do out there.
Yeah, there's nobody out there. It's like
Yeah.
you're out there, you have it to yourself.
Yeah.
you and the fighter pilots. The
Yeah.
I know. That's why
Maverick
I
and
like going
Goose.
out there.
was that?
That's why I like going out there. I'm a military brat, so yeah, I love watching the jets.
Yeah, I remember Dustin was like, "Oh, guys, it's so great out here. You should come down. There's these fighter jets to fly by." I'm like, "What? Who cares?" And I got there. I was like, "Oh, that's so fucking awesome!"
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Like flipping upside down and waving at you.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's just so cool. It's like
Yeah, that's cool.
And
They're
it's
coming over
like
with saddle
it's like
dunes.
clockwork.
It's sick.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
That's a good spot.
this image
It's
is
a
just-
beautiful image, David. Wow.
Thanks.
like I think it's kind of like I've seen a lot of wind dune images, but like as been alluded to, this is a complete scene. Like there's the foreground, there's the midground, there's the background, there's the clouds, the sky, there's light upper right, shadow up bottom left to balance it out. Like it's just so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Texture
Yes.
in the bottom right space. I mean, it's just so nice.
It comes like sweeping in from the bottom right corner, heading towards the left, and then it pulls you back in to the right side, like in the top
that
corners.
brighter part of the sky just kind of sucking your eye through. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Just
Yeah,
pulls you
really
through the
great
whole
visual
image.
flow.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Like, yeah, I've actually never seen this image before, but this is fucking.
What the? It's like the first image on his website.
Come on, Bolino.
Have
It's like
I?
the cover image for his Death Valley stuff.
Well, I've not seen it.
That's
Maybe I
weird,
see-
dude.
Clicking
Really
right through it,
weird.
I guess.
Oh, we were friends,
like-
man.
I like how it's 4x5 too.
Fact check.
David, give it to him.
It just feels nice and cozy.
Leave poor Michael alone. I'll stand up for
Fact
Michael.
check his ass right now. Let's see. Cover photo on his website. I don't see shit.
I don't see shit.
There it is. You just passed
There it
it.
is. All right. It's
This
just,
one's fine.
just down.
You don't got time to scroll down.
Too far to scroll.
That's a good
Two
taste
images
of
Always
it.
down.
like look at the thumbnail, whatever.
That's how little people pay attention to your website. People,
Yep. I see how it is.
nobody gives a shit.
Deeper into
To stop taking photographs. Nobody cares.
Yep.
You're
Nobody's
bleeding
looking
for
at him.
everybody, dude.
Not even your best friends. Just give up.
Forgive me.
Yeah, we almost died at Ibex one night.
Oh
yeah?
my
Let's
god.
hear it.
For real.
Not this trip, but yeah.
No, but we used to
hear
do
it.
we used to do a backcountry workshop where we'd like tent camp with a bunch of people. And yeah, like we had a 4-season tent, and we had been camping at like Lee Flat and all these fucking cold places. And we got to Ibex, and we set up our tent and slept that night. And like the previous nights, we've been feeling kind of weird. And then this night, it was like dead calm. There was no wind at all. And we both woke up at the same time in the middle of the night, like panting, and had massive headaches. And like, what the fuck is going on? And we both looked at each other and like, fuck, I don't know what's going on. I can't breathe.
Whoa.
And we unzipped the tent and just like took a deep breath, like, oh my God. Like
Your stove?
Yeah, no, just the tent was sealed so tightly, and there was zero wind that night.
Oh, shit, dude.
We were
Damn.
just completely oxygen deprived.
Yeah, it was
heard of
like
that.
CO2 poisoning.
Yeah, totally.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
We didn't
Yeah.
realize the tent was sealed that tightly.
I thought
Open
maybe
your vents, kids.
stove on or something was close, or wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because it had happened like to me a few nights prior, because this was a workshop where and this workshop particularly was super hard. We ended up driving like 700 miles in like 4 days with our clients, like escaping storms and snowstorms. Like it like snowed on us in the Alabama hills, and we woke up the next morning, and then we were trying to escape like super bad wind and like all this stuff. And it had happened a few nights prior, and I told David, I said, have you been like waking up like panting? Like I feel like I can't breathe. And the first 2 nights David really didn't feel it. And I thought, well, I do have asthma. And I said, maybe my asthma's acting up. I have no idea. It's usually super controlled. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And then finally this night, or not this particular night, but a night at Ibex with that workshop, when, I woke up like literally out of breath, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, do I have a heart problem? Like, do I need to go to the hospital? And David had just happened to waking up too. And he looked at me, and I was like, can you breathe? And he's like, no, I can't breathe. And like, we both kind of like had that moment, and we opened up the tent, and we like went outside, and we're just like, oh my God, oxygen. And we put 2 and 2 together and went, okay, it's so well sealed. You got to be careful. So always vent your tent, even if it's cold. Like, yeah.
Well, especially if it's cold, because otherwise you're going to wake up soaking wet from the condensation that your body creates.
but
But it was a learning point.
so dry, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's so weird. I never thought that would happen.
No, it hasn't happened
Yeah,
in
never
any
heard
other
that
tent
before.
we've used.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a Sierra design. Just didn't have anything open. Lesson learned.
Yeah. There's your safety alert for this episode
Yeah, it's useful information. One little nugget.
out of everything else.
A little sidebar here. Brewhost is doing a Mortalis takeover. Yeah.
Did you go
I
yesterday?
wouldn't miss
Paul?
that.
Or
That-
Saturday? Did
He
you
was
go
there all
yesterday?
day yesterday.
Dude, shut up.
You had 2 episodes yesterday, right?
He told us that he couldn't make it, but didn't tell us why. And then in the middle of them, he's like texting us all these beers that he's drinking and shit at Brew House.
That's semi-true. That's
Sounds
semi-true.
like something I would do.
No, exactly what happened. You were there since like 11 in the morning.
I was bleeding for the team. I was out there collecting. I was just out there. I was doing my duty.
Jimmy, have you ever been to Death Valley?
I have not. No.
We got to get you out there.
I know. I need to.
Go.
Yeah, the teaching it doesn't lend very well to that, because by the time I'm done, it's like 1,000 degrees down there.
Yeah.
Break is good though. It gets warm, right? By late March. Do you have a spring break, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Paul and I've gone down there a few times in late March for a week.
March
Like
can be
80
nice.
during the day.
Yeah, there's no wind and it's sunny. It's kind of brutal, but if you have a camper van or like whatever else, it's fine. But
You'd be
really
good
good.
around this time of year too, though, right, Jimmy?
Yeah. This time of year would be good, but yeah, holiday fun.
Yeah.
So
Your kids are home, right?
when do the winds typically clear all the footprints out? Like kind of
March is usually windy.
Yeah, it just depends
Yeah.
too. Like,
It's brand
we
new.
didn't have We didn't have a lot of wind the month, or like we just got back from there, but I can think of like one tiny wind that we had that kind of cleared the footprints. Last year was insane. Like we had so much wind. And the year before that, it was kind of hit or miss. We were there with Bellino. You guys were in Stovepipe. Remember, there was that like horrendous storm.
Yeah.
Him and Adrian.
Yeah, me and Adrian.
Yeah.
I think Ron. So we basically ditched the tents and got a room in a stovepipe, and it's blowing
That's
sand
right.
through the cracks in the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
But it's only at night. So like the next morning, we went out thinking this is gonna be amazing, and it was just like it died down by that point. And but like we had kind of eaten dinner in that like you can grab beers. It's kind of like a brew pub type of place. And going back from there to the room was just like insane. Like it was Armageddon. It was so. I mean, it's probably gusted at 60. I mean, they're like even the park employees are like, "Hey, just so this can be a massive windstorm, you may want to leave."
Yeah.
We can't really leave, but we'll weather the storm.
I've never seen wind on the dunes there, ever. Always dead calm.
Wow.
That was the night, David. I'm pretty sure that we had to like duct tape up the windows. Like it was that storm. It was bad.
It was
It was a rough time.
video. It was insane.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's the worst one I've ever seen in my like 8-9 years there.
Yeah, we had like fucking dunes coming in through our windows in the RV.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
There was a nice coating in the hotel room. It was
Yeah,
just
I bet.
within like 5 feet of the door is just like coated.
Were you like in the standard rooms?
Yeah, the ones like where you just pull in and they're just like
Yeah,
obviously outside access and
yeah, those are pretty shitty.
basically a motel.
Oh yeah, I would blow right in.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I don't know.
Classic Death Valley.
Well, you should do the second Brewers and Views trip gathering to Death Valley. I'm proposing it.
We got to do the first one first to decide if
That'd
we're
be
going to do a
cool.
second one.
Yeah, wait.
I'm not committing.
No, somebody might get stabbed. So
Let's see how the first one goes.
sorry, shanked.
It'll be Eric.
Let's see if we survive.
Yeah.
It's shanked.
Yeah, right. I'm the tour guide.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good trip. This is gonna be a really good trip.
Yeah, I wish the weekends would have worked out. Would love to come, but
What is
Is
this
that
trip?
January?
I haven't heard of it.
is it February or January for you guys?
Everyone's talking about it, dude. It's trip of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sure
Wow.
it is. I'm gonna miss out. Is it
Everybody's gonna be there.
January or February?
February.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, keep that on the down low.
Well, let us know because we'll be there. I shouldn't be announcing this, but yeah,
Who are you
like,
talking
we'll be
to?
there.
Be in
You
Utah?
or whoever. No,
You'll be in Utah?
Death
We're going to
Valley.
Utah.
Yeah, we're not going to Death
Valley.
Valley. God damn it!
Oh,
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So originally I heard
Bitch.
DV. That's why I was thinking.
Trying to hijack our plans.
Yep.
All the it's happening in Utah. Let's go. Maybe everybody needs to pivot.
There we
well,
go.
when are you going to be there? Because we have to drive through Utah to get to Death Valley.
Now we're
In
talking.
February.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Here we go. Get the calendars out.
Yeah.
Do a pit stop, grab some beers.
What fucking
Yeah.
part of Utah is a big fucking state?
It's not that big.
Eric will share off air.
The 15th to the 20th.
Oh,
Mm,
that's a little rough.
we'll already be in Death Valley
Yeah.
Pivot.
or somewhere. in
So
Death
the
Valley.
party's in Death Valley.
Mm,
Sorry.
you guys need to do a swing by. Just do a
I
drive by.
know. I don't
It's
want to
only
miss out.
It's only like 12 hours or something.
Yeah, once you've driven 10 or 9, like what the hell is another 4 or 6 hours?
just drove
honestly.
16.
Imagine,
whatever.
imagine all the
Yeah.
good beers I could just
It
hand
gets
off.
easier the longer you drive.
I know.
Say, hey, here's your box.
Tempting.
So are you guys still gonna make a book at some point?
Yep.
Yeah. So right now our 2 book projects are a photography guide to Yellowstone National Park, which we're going to start working on in January, and then a coffee table book of Yellowstone National Park, like a hardcover.
Which one will come out first?
Probably the photography guide.
Okay. That's the one you want to kind of get out of the way first. Like,
Yeah, that's the one we would love to sell in like the stores in the park, and yeah, we've already done our research with that. that's the one we've been doing our research for the last 6 years.
Wow.
But yeah, the coffee table, we're kind of slowly putting that together. But yeah, the smaller book will come first.
Yeah.
And those are really our only 2 book projects right now. Other than we've tossed around the idea of like doing some little tinier books, like our Lenswork monograph book kind of inspired us to look at like zines and publishing some of those. We've started publishing those for some of our workshop groups, like our intimate scenes workshops. Like they've done such amazing work. So we actually just printed up a bunch of their images to share and actually give them like a printed book of. So
It's a great
that's
souvenir.
kind of new.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good
It's
idea.
really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. And
Got one here.
yeah.
How many
there's our
pages?
first one.
I don't know. It's a good question.
A lot.
That's a really good call. That's a really good call. That's something different that most folks probably aren't doing.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That would drive business back to you. You probably have a lot of repeat customers, but like, or clients, but just, I can see that kind of like really keeping that hook set for a return. trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did until this show tonight. So rest in peace to our
You could thank
business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You guys, your email inboxes probably blew up. You got like all these offers and sponsorships and licensing deals.
You're all in trouble now.
Yeah, you're
done.
welcome.
Yeah. No, we actually give a shit about our people.
That's
We
cool.
do. We
Yeah.
have good people.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of return folks as well?
Yeah,
A
we have
lot.
about an 80% return rate.
Oh, that's
little
really
higher.
cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
We're very grateful. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But it's also like you two really well experienced and well regarded photographers who do great work. So like if I was going to take a workshop, I would kind of be like within your sphere of people who would want to take a workshop from. So
Oh, well, thanks, Michael.
yeah,
You're always welcome, free of charge.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I
Just
feel like
follow us around.
I'll be emailing my questions later tonight.
Yeah.
25 questions on, you know.
that's probably one of the biggest sells is just being with like good folks, like being with good people, and you and David are awesome, and that's probably, I mean, that just really probably drives the business model, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Paul. No, yeah. I mean, we have fun doing them, and I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, not to sound super, cliche, but they always say if you enjoy what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And yeah, I think that's really important. And we're very grateful. COVID kind of gave us a wake up call as, we weren't taking it for granted, but I think a lot of people kind of took a long look at their lives and what they do, especially after COVID, when we weren't able to travel and kind of do things. And it just gave us that kind of little extra push of gratitude. And, we're super fortunate that we get to do what we do. And we definitely don't take it for granted now.
You guys are constantly grinding too. I feel like you're always doing workshops and stuff.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Busy
It's like 10
schedule.
a year.
yeah,
that's
10,
crazy.
11.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not outrageous though. I mean,
No.
If a lot of them are like the same location back to back, it's not as bad. But like 10
Like
separate
10.
locations would be crazy.
Yeah.
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 Next year, we're putting a big emphasis on like scouting some new locations for new workshops.
Nice.
So it's hard to take the time to do that though.
How do you guys split the profit?
We're all friends here.
Wow.
There's Eric. Poke, poke, poke.
It didn't have to be awkward, but
I can shank him in February if you want. Just I can get him with a toothbrush or something.
I'd appreciate that.
Put you on the list.
That's cool. You're scouting. So are you actively scouting new areas now, or you're going to scout new areas for new workshops in the future?
Yeah, we've scouted a few. We have almost down. So I mean, our thing is we don't take anyone to anywhere that we have not extensively explored, spent like months at. So we always have a plan A, B, C, or D if like things don't, conditions don't line up or weather's not working out. So it takes us a while to, we scout, but we also like to spend a lot of time just so we absolutely get to know an area. And I think that's why we have so many repeat clients, because we do take that time.
Mm-hmm.
We may not hit a lot of international spots right now or the newest and greatest, but if we're not comfortable with it or we haven't spent the time, we don't want to guide people there because then we're not doing our due diligence and we don't feel like we're doing a good job. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
And you want images to promote the location too. Otherwise it's like, we promise it's cool. Yeah. Like we swear it's fucking awesome. You'll love it. Take our word.
Yeah. We hear a lot of nightmare stories. Like we don't ask, we're super professional, but sometimes clients will offer up experiences with, other companies, groups, leaders, whatever.
Yeah. Mark Metternich.
We've heard, oh my God. No, we haven't heard that. But yeah, we don't want to be like some of the stories we hear. So yeah, it's kind of sad and scary what goes on out there sometimes. So yeah, we really try to do a good job and we try to improve every workshop. So yeah, we take it really seriously until shows like this, when,
Jennifer's our marketing department.
What did you say? Marketing?
Yeah, Jennifer's our marketing department.
That's cool.
No.
PR.
It's hard. Yeah. Like I'm gonna go off on like my little soapbox here, but yeah, it's this lifestyle is hard. Oh my God. David's like, I've heard this 1,000 times. It's really hard. Like this is not something that I know a lot of people think they just wake up one day and say, oh, I can take pictures of this place. I'm going to lead a workshop. Like it has taken us 10 years to like get to this point of like being able to do this and do it well. And, you can't rush these things. Like you got to crawl before you walk. I'm a staunch like supporter of that. And yeah, I make the joke, like to get into this, you almost need like a business degree, a marketing degree, and all these other degrees. Cause there's just so much to it. And yeah, it's hard. Like it's glamorous, but it's not like there's, yeah. Must be a Debbie Downer.
It's a great.
Who's saying it's glamorous?
Instagram, of course.
The outside view in, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is that what you guys think of me? You're like, fuck, Eric's life is so sick.
Drinking beer and taking photos and selling books. I mean, it's
what would it be like?
Yeah. Just a baller.
Mm-hmm. You're a rock star.
Sitting back, letting the money roll in,
People bring you brownies.
Yeah.
On demand,
We're not there.
Right to the door.
Always stocked up.
No one brings us brownies to the door. Yeah.
That's when you know.
Clearly we're not there yet.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
But yeah.
Skateboard, just living it up.
Yeah, I haven't skated in a little bit, but still think about it.
Yeah, sure do.
So what else, Eric? Anything else you're curious about? Seems like nothing's safe tonight, so.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Can I butt in there or no?
No, go ahead. I didn't have anything.
I should ask this earlier with the Mud's house. So, or actually, no, the photograph that I actually shared and picked for David. If either one of you sees each other photographing a scene and you walk up and say, what are you looking at? And you notice that right away, it's like absolutely amazing. Do you go like, you have it, it's yours? I'll find
Jennifer gets to shoot it first.
Or do you say like, when you're done,
No.
Can I maybe scoot in and kind of shoot something similar? Like, how do you...
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like usually, good for you. Recognize the potential there. That's a killer image. It's yours. Or do you kind of say, "Hey, when you're done, I'll scoop into."
I think 90% of the time, it's exactly what you just said. Like if I come upon David, like that one shot with the sand, even though I said I was like super jealous. I mean, I was, but I don't swoop in and I'm like, oh, let me, when you're done there, let me get in there. We let each other just like have it. We're like, oh, that was nicely seen. Like that's killer. Like we're super supportive. I know I'm giving him crap here tonight, but that's what Eric told me to do. So I'm just doing what I was supposed to do. So he's the ringleader. Wherever he is on your screen. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I mean, David's been super respectful of like, my work, like he'll come upon something and be like, oh my God, I didn't see that. That's really cool. And there's been a few times where we've each like shot what the other one was shooting, but there's that respect there. Like when David releases his images, it's like, oh yeah, that's yours. Like, please include it. Like sometimes I just take it to like, just have the experience and just to have it. And if I do post it, I will always give credit. Like, David saw this and I was inspired. which is, how I feel like it should be. And I feel like that doesn't happen a lot in the world. Like if you're inspired by something, I don't know why photographers especially are so afraid to say like, I was inspired by so-and-so instead of just saying like, oh, I found this. And, but that's a whole soapbox thing for another time. But yeah, I would say 90% of the time that's how we work. We're super respectful and, give each other props and credit for when someone sees something that's super amazing and fun.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I kind of go like, that's yours. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Bellino.
I've
shot with you.
Yeah, like he's always like, David,
he's always looking for the scraps. He just stands aside and waits for everyone else to find stuff, and then he swoops in. Just like nudges his way in.
Yeah. He's looking for that fallout.
Look, David, you look different there. New hats.
Was that
you did it!
What's going on there, dude?
Was that a Juicy Bits you poured, Pablo Escobar?
Oh.
That was a Juicy Bits.
Dude, that thing is so fresh.
Yes.
Dude, look at that. You look like a fucking new man. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like I want to do the episode over again.
Looking sexy,
Yeah, let's
David.
do it.
Let's redo it. That was good. That was a good warm-up.
Start.
That's for that Sunday night
Rehearsal.
OnlyFans preemptive strike. Dude, that is looking good. Holy shit. I might go do that.
Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, mine's long enough now. I could bust that.
Let's see it.
I just don't like going down to the skin, though. I always leave it. And you got to go down on the skin for the mustache.
It's just a little stubble.
That's it. Christmas is canceled. That's it.
Wow.
Jennifer, that it looks good. It looks good.
Nope.
That's the real deal.
I will give him credit. I mean, yes, he can pull off a mustache for sure.
Not many people
I will
can,
say
but
that.
he can.
I'm telling you, that guy right there, that's fucking
That's a
good.
look. That is your
See?
look, David.
Yeah.
Like,
They know what's
I did a
up.
mustache for our first Halloween episode.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I curled it.
David's is pretty. I think he's got you, dude. I mean, it looks like he could have
You
just.
didn't have to compare us, man. It's not necessary.
Yeah, that's the real deal.
It's,
I feel like this was a setup. Like Bellino knew to ask me like a very in-depth question.
Distracted.
So, like-
He texted him.
It totally was. He was going like this.
Decoy.
3 tugs on the earlobe. 3 tugs means
go.
go cut the cord, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It was so low key too.
Oh yeah.
Tempered's so
I knew he was doing it.
like
I
What'd
didn't
you
do
say,
it. I was in the
Michael?
bathroom.
I mean, it's such a smooth feel, right? I mean, this coarse and abrasive. I have a beard for like years now at this point, basically. Even I get sick of the whole like coarseness and like just to have that like baby soft.
Yeah.
Must
Feels
be
so
nice.
cool now.
Gotta
It's
use
pretty shocking, like how he
beard
grows
oil.
hair. Like I'm jealous as a woman of how how fast and thick his like hair is. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you even?
You
do
wish you could
this?
grow a beard?
No.
Or at least a dirty mustache. I mean, that thing is
So
going to show in the area code. I mean, look at it.
I do not want a beard or a mustache for the record. I'm good.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes. And the best part, I mean, you left the tips, dude. That's the move. I mean, if you went straight across and clean that shit up, no way.
Caterpillar.
You got to go dirty. You got to go dirty.
Or like asymmetrical,
Yes, exactly. You only got a couple options.
Botched
Don't look
job.
real close. It's probably not very symmetrical.
It's nice, dude.
That was a quick job.
That was a quick one.
That was a quick job, dude.
Yeah,
see
you
how-
fooled me. I didn't think that would happen.
We'll see how long you keep it for now.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll like it more than last time.
I think she
I
will.
actually missed it a little bit, honestly.
A little bit.
Probably
You
did.
could have. She's just in denial.
Yep, that's it.
She's like guilty. Guilty.
It's all a show.
All right. Well, awesome shit, David. It's getting near my
man.
bedtime now. I got to turn in, but it's been great hanging out with you guys as always. And appreciate you sharing some nice photos with us from some great people from MPN.
Amazing.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, that was a really great selection, David. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have you back on now. You've had like so many cameos on our show. It's
know,
nice to
right?
finally be able to, the secret's out, you know?
I didn't think you'd ever invite me.
He'll replace me now because of the mustache. Yeah.
Jennifer was just nervous about it. She's like, I don't know
Yeah.
if he's ready. He hasn't practiced enough yet.
But if you grow a mustache, we could maybe keep you.
Mustache is always welcome.
Yep.
Work on
Guess
that,
I'm
Jennifer.
done then. I'm done then. Nice seeing you guys.
Except for Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
You get the pass. You get a mustache pass.
Thanks. That's good to know. Thank you, Eric. Like always.
My pleasure. Cheers, everybody.
Thanks, bud.
Cheers.
Good holidays.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas or whatever.
Absolutely.